What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the blog. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual. Though today's video, I'm going to share with you the tools that I use to make all these videos that you see on my channel. When I first started putting videos on YouTube, which I believe it was September last year when I posted the first video installing that light bar up on top of the H2, what I had back then was an iPhone, I believe it was a 6S Plus though. I went ahead on the settings and I set it to 1080p at 60 frames though. Now, for the most part, now in 2019, a lot of people on YouTube go ahead and try to get the latest and greatest when it comes to camera. And yeah, that's good though, but what I realized after doing some research though, is that even today in 2019, there's parts of the world though that do not have a great internet connection, and 1080p, it's just enough for, for the internet connection they have, so that works really good for them. So what I did is I went ahead and got me a simple setup. I didn't want to spend way too much money though, so I went ahead and got me a simple setup, and that's the first thing that I want to talk about. I want to show you what camera is the one that I use. I'm just going to show you the boxes. It's actually the camera that we're filming on right now. So there you have it. It's a Canon SL2. Now this camera comes with a kit lens that I did not use. So what I did, I went ahead and I got the 10 to 18 millimeter lens, which is the lens that you guys are, the lens that I'm using for this video right now. Once again, no 4K on this camera, but for the videos that I'm posting right now, it's plenty. You might see a little link on the top right now to one of the last videos I did on the car show, and look at some of the footage. That's what I'm getting with this camera. Once again, I set it to 1080p at 60 frames. Now this camera, just so that you know, in case you're looking for a camera, this does not do 120 frames for a slow motion. So if you want to get something that does that, you might look at something else. Now, as far as the images that you see for the drone though, I use a Phantom 4, not a 4 Pro, not the Pro 2 or whatever. It's a Phantom 4. That's it. And I want to give you a quick reminder though. If you use a drone for any of the footage on your vlogs or videos or whatever it is, so please make sure that you check your local drone laws though. It's easy to get yourself out of, on an area that might be a restricted airspace, and you're gonna get yourself in trouble. And the last thing you want to do is, get yourself in a bad situation. I mean, we're trying to have fun when we do these videos though. So what I'm gonna do right now is, you're gonna see some footage that comes out of the Phantom 4. By the way, I'm gonna post a link to all the things that I'm talking about on the description though. So go ahead, check the description. I'm also gonna include a link to another drone that's smaller. It's the Mavic. Now the reason why I'm mentioning this drone is because if you've seen the Phantom 4 before, it's kind of bulky, and the case that it comes with itself, it's kind of big though. So if you're traveling a lot, you're gonna find yourself with this big thing carrying around. You can't get a backpack, but it's still kind of bulky. Now when it comes to the Mavic is a smaller, more compact drone, and it's a lot easier to travel with. So once again, you're gonna see some footage right now that comes out of the Phantom 4, and we'll be back in a second. When it comes to software though, what I'm doing right now is I'm using a combination of Final Cut Pro, yes, and iMovie. The first thing that I used when I started posting videos was iMovie because it was free. A good friend of mine recommended. He said, if you plan on purchasing Final Cut, what you want to do is get your feet wet on this video thing with iMovie, and when you jump into Final Cut is going to be a little similar, so it won't be that hard. Now, Final Cut is a $300 one-time payment that you do, and you're all set. There's other software available from Novi, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know. Premiere Pro. I have tried Premiere Pro. The thing with Premiere Pro though is that you gotta pay a monthly fee, and when it comes to all this video stuff, what I want to do is I want to do a one-time payment and forget about it. The one thing that I use with the Adobe side for photography is Lightroom and what is it? Lightroom and Photoshop. That's the whole package that I pay for. If I want to add Premiere Pro into that, it would have been a little bit more a month. So I figured in my case, it makes more sense to do the one-time payment for Final Cut and be all set though. Again, I'm gonna post links to a lot of the stuff that I talked about on this video, so go ahead, check the description, and you see links for the camera, the drone. I'm also gonna post a link for the Mavic, which is now this smaller drone like I mentioned before. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. I hope you learned something. I hope you probably make that decision and go ahead and purchase one of the things. Go ahead, use the links in the description though. Hit that like button, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'm gonna leave you with some footage that I got from the drone. So see you on the next one.